Provo played host to various NFL scouts wanting to get a better look at some of the Cougars hoping to get picked in this month's NFL draft. Here's a look at some of the action from Pro Day here at BYU.
NFL Pro Day here at BYU. Brian Keel in attendance, of course. NFL scouts and teams lining up to see him. Teams like defending Super Bowl champ New York Giants, New England Patriots, Tennessee Titans, all on hand to see him, as well as other BYU Cougars. Brian Keel improved on his 40 and his vertical leap, went from 34 inches in the combine to 35 on the vertical leap, and improved his 40-yard dash by 1/10 of a second to 4.58. Then guys like Kelly Papinga also showing off. He did well in the 40 and in the bench press, 27 reps at 225 pounds apiece. That is very impressive. I couldn't even come close to that. Also showing off his agility. Current Cougars in attendance, guys that possibly will be here in a couple of years, Max Hall. And then some other guys may not get drafted, but will hopefully get a contract maybe after the draft, like guys like Daniel Coates did this past year with the Cincinnati Bengals. Sete Aulai, Chris Bolden, Markel Staffieri, Joe Seminoff, very impressive on the bench. 35 reps at 225 pounds apiece. Only 2 reps shy of guys like Chris Long and Vernon Golston, who are expected to be top 10 picks. Cale Buchanan, Ben Criddle showing off, hoping to get those contracts and make the big bucks in the NFL.
The NFL Draft is the weekend of April 26th. We now welcome into studio former Cougar and NFL-bound Brian Keel. Thanks for joining us.
No problem.
First off, just walk us through your preparation from the Vegas Bowl till now. What have you been up to?
I actually, it was rough life. I had to go down to sunny Southern California and work out in the nice weather, 75 degrees next to the beach. It was pretty rough. It was nice though. I was down there for January and February, just training twice a day, 6 days a week, getting ready for the combine, and went to the combine and did that, which was crazy. And post after that, I've been back here in Utah training. So,
tell us a little bit about the combine. I mean, what's the most interesting aspect of that, do you think?
I don't know. It's 4 days long. I really don't know what I could point, because the whole thing is wild. And you kind of have expectation going in there, but you don't know exactly what they're going to throw at you. And I guess really what I could say is that their whole objective is to find out what you are really good at or not good at. Mm-hmm. And so they either want to find pluses or minuses, and they're going to put those up on their board. So they poke you, they prod you, they time you, they measure you, they ask you questions, and they're just trying to break you down and see if you can either take it or if you fold and crumble. So the whole 4 days, they're coming after you.
How did you feel afterwards? You feel like you did pretty well?
Yeah, I felt great about it. Like I said, you're there 4 days, and all the running and movement stuff isn't until the 4th day. Mm-hmm. And I did really well in that. I was in the top 5 in most of the categories. Didn't quite do as well in those things as I expected to. I think the first 3 days kind of physically took it out of me. Mm-hmm. But all the other things, all the mental tests and things that they threw at us, did great in those. And then the interviews, I think I was really able to separate myself, as opposed to a lot of the other players that I was competing against, if you will.
Right. Okay. With the Wonderlic test, the test they kind of give you, what was your score on that?
I got a 34. That's what I've heard back, and I'm kind of, interesting enough, I'm kind of upset about that.
Really?
I took a bunch of practice tests. I wanted to get a 40 or higher.
Well, average is 21, so you're doing pretty good.
I know. I did. Comparatively, I did good. I had this expectation for myself, and I was looking forward to, but I'll take the 34.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. Well, how do you feel that playing at BYU prepared you for playing in the NFL?
Well, I guess one of the advantages from here is that there's more asked of us than a lot of other universities and football programs in the country. Our coach, Bronco Mendenhall, he understands that we're a little bit older. He understands we've been gone for 2 years as missionaries, and that with that we have a higher maturity level. Mm-hmm. And so with that, he asks us to do more on our own. He asks us to work harder. He asks us to be more responsible and accountable. And so I think I'll take those things, and I think that'll just be to my benefit, as opposed to a lot of the other players around the country who are more babysat, if you will, mm-hmm. by their coaches, by their academic advisors, held by the hand and led throughout college. And so I think because I have that perspective, it'll help me out.
Okay. A lot of draft analysts have you going sometime during the 2nd day. When do you feel like you deserve to go? You know,
I saw every other linebacker that I'm competing against, all the outside linebackers, and I don't have any problem putting myself in the top 5 in that group. Okay. I've heard different things from different coaches. Some of the coaches saw me as a top 3-round linebacker, and some of them see me later, some of them earlier. It really just comes down to draft day. And I've really been able to improve my stock post-season, so at the combine, at our pro day. And so where I get drafted, I don't know, but I think I'll be a steal of a pick.
All right. What do you think it would be like if you ended up playing with a former teammate like Daniel Coates with the Bengals or John Beck with the Dolphins?
I think it would be really cool. I hope for something like that because it would be nice to have a familiar face, somebody who knows where I'm coming from and somebody to learn from. I haven't been there before. I don't know if I'll be fortunate enough for that. We'll see, but that would be awesome.
All right. Well, congratulations and good luck with all you're doing with that. We'll definitely keep tabs on you.